couple months ago, Celine came to me to ask, can I go for AGT audition? And then, wow, are you kidding me? That's good. We had no idea how she's going to do on the big stage.
Have you got any brothers or sisters?
I got a little sister. Her name is Dion. Celine and Dion.
Oh, wow.
Celine, what artist are you going to be singing?
Celine Dion.
Near, far, wherever you are.
That was amazing. That's why I love doing this show.
Thank you.
Watching our daughter chasing her dream, that was my first time crying. I was so proud of her.
Remember Celine Tam, the young singer who amazed the world with her incredible talent on America's Got Talent? Where is she now after capturing the hearts of millions? The surprising truth about her father's role might change everything you thought you knew. Let's uncover the story behind her remarkable journey. When 9-year-old Celine Tam walked onto the America's Got Talent stage in 2017, no one expected the powerful voice that would emerge from such a small girl. Born in Hong Kong on November 22, 2007, Celine's journey to that defining moment began years earlier, shaped by a family who recognized her extraordinary gift from the start. Her father, Dr. Steve Tam, wasn't always immersed in the world of music. Originally focused on business administration, everything changed the day he heard his young daughter sing. That moment altered the course of both their lives. Dr. Steve shifted his career entirely, founding the Singing New Music Center in 2013 to nurture young voices, especially that of his gifted daughter.
Even when I'm playing with my little sister, I first started singing when I was 3. When I grow up, my biggest dream is to be a singer. I would like to be like Celine Dion. She's beautiful. She has very good singing techniques. She's wonderful.
The turning point came during an ordinary car ride. As Celine Dion's My Heart Will Go On played in the background, little Celine began singing along. Her parents sat stunned as their daughter effortlessly matched every challenging note of the iconic Titanic theme. This wasn't just a child singing. This was something special. Dr. Steve took on the role of Celine's vocal coach, dedicating countless hours to developing her natural talent. Under his guidance, Celine mastered techniques that vocalists twice her age struggled with. Her mother provided unwavering support, creating a foundation of love and encouragement that would prove essential in the years ahead. At just 7 years old, Celine made her first major television appearance on a Chinese singing competition in 2014. Her performance of You Raise Me Up left the audience speechless. This young girl sang with the emotional depth and technical precision of a seasoned performer. That single appearance launched her into the spotlight, leading to a series of opportunities, including a memorable duet with Canadian singer Jeffrey Lee and an appearance on Steve Harvey's Little Big Shots.
When I am still and wait here in silence until you come.
But America's Got Talent was different. This was the world stage. When Celine stepped out to face Simon Cowell, Heidi Klum, Mel B, and Howie Mandel, she carried herself with remarkable poise. The judges smiled at her sweetness, especially when she mentioned her younger sister Dion, another nod to her namesake Celine Dion. The room fell silent as she began, My Heart Will Go On. Within seconds, jaws dropped. Her voice filled the theater with a richness and power that seemed impossible from someone so young. When she finished, the standing ovation was immediate and overwhelming. Even Simon Cowell, known for his harsh critiques, called her voice unbelievable. Her America's Got Talent journey continued to soar. During her next performance, she tackled Michael Bolton's How Am I Supposed to Live Without You? Guest judge Laverne Cox was so moved that she hit the golden buzzer, sending Celine straight to the live shows and making history as the first Chinese performer to receive this honor.
Adorable and so cute, and your voice is amazing.
Thank you.
You are
You're
so
beautiful
talented.
too.
Thank you so much. I am really blown away. You are so talented. Unbelievable. So adorable. I might just have to...
Though her America's Got Talent journey ended in the semifinals, something even more magical waited around the corner. After posting a heartfelt video of herself singing "My Heart Will Go On," Celine received an unexpected message from her idol, Celine Dion. The legendary singer not only praised her performances, but invited her and her family to her Las Vegas show.
Seine Familie mitgebracht und ich möchte ganz kurz, weil die Geschichte einfach so süß ist, auf deine Schwester zu sprechen kommen, denn du heißt ja Celine. So, sag mir doch mal bitte, wie heißt deine Schwester?
Dion.
Dion.
Das ist ja verrückt.
Wir sind Celine und Dion.
Die kleine Maus, sie ist auf jeden Fall noch jünger als du, mein Gott. Und ich schätze mal, deine Eltern müssen großes...
That meeting became one of the most precious moments of young Celine's life. Standing face to face with her namesake, she received words of encouragement she would never forget. "You've got a bright future ahead, and don't ever give up on your dreams." Success brought its share of challenges. As Celine's star rose, rumors began circulating about her father's intentions. Some suggested Dr. Steve was using his daughter's fame to promote his own music career. The whispers grew louder when some accused him of poaching students from other music teachers. But those who knew the family saw a different story. Dr. Steve had invested everything in nurturing his daughter's talent, not for his own gain, but because he believed in her gift. Tired of the speculation, he finally addressed the rumors head-on, sharing proof of his credentials and making his priorities clear. His daughter's happiness came first.
Let's vote. Simon.
You got a big fat yes.
Thank you.
Heidi. It's a definite yes.
Thank you.
Howie.
I'm saying yes.
Thank you.
That is a fourth yes from me. We'll see you in the next round.
Thank you.
Through it all, Celine's mother, Z and Shaw, stood as their family's quiet strength. She knew the truth of her husband's dedication and supported both him and Celine as they weathered the storm together. Eventually, the public began to see through the gossip, recognizing the genuine bond between father and daughter. Ellen DeGeneres took notice of Celine's talent and invited her onto her show. The trip from Hong Kong to Los Angeles became a family adventure, with Celine delivering another stunning performance that left Ellen speechless. During their warm conversation, Celine spoke about her love for music and the supportive role her father played in her journey.
Our next guest is an incredible 9-year-old singer who made it all the way to the semifinals of this season's America's Got Talent, performing How Far I'll Go from Moana. Please welcome Celine Tam.
I've been staring at the edge of the water long as I can remember.
Back in Hong Kong, Celine continued to grow as an artist. In 2018, she entered the Mozart Music King competition on TVB, one of Hong Kong's most prestigious singing contests. Her rendition of "My Heart Will Go On" earned an astounding 98.4 points. In the finals, she chose "Let It Go" from Frozen, delivering a performance that earned her the championship with 98.9 points. 2019 brought a new challenge, World's Got Talent in China. Representing Hong Kong, Celine took a bold step by performing an original song. Her courage paid off when she received another golden buzzer, advancing to the top 8 and cementing her reputation as an international talent. But Celine's impact extends beyond music. In 2020, she became an ambassador for Room to Read, an organization promoting literacy and education equality. This role revealed another side of her, one passionate about helping other children access the opportunities she'd been given. Today, Celine connects with over 1 million YouTube subscribers and 200,000 Instagram followers, sharing both her performances and glimpses of normal teenage life.
按下这个颠覆按钮。This is my fight song. Take out my life song. Through the
Her parents help manage her online presence, ensuring she maintains a healthy balance between her career and childhood. Whether performing at major events like the Hong Kong Sevens or posting casual singing videos from home, Celine's joy in music remains evident in every note. Her story isn't just about talent, it's about family, perseverance, and staying true to yourself even when fame comes calling. This young girl from Hong Kong showed the world that extraordinary gifts can come in small packages. But more importantly, she proved that with loving support and dedication, dreams really can take flight, no matter where they begin.
Let me ask you this right off the bat. Well, I don't know what I'm going to ask you. He didn't kill himself, right?
I don't believe so.
Thank you.
No. You know me, I'm not a conspiracy guy, right? I don't disappear down rabbit holes very often, but no, I don't think there's any way in hell he killed himself.
Michael Shermer, who's the head of Skeptics magazine, who doesn't believe anything, found out that the tapes were missing and that the cameras didn't work and that the tapes were accidentally deleted from the first time he attempted suicide. And Shermer's like, oh, this is a conspiracy.
A wealthy financier with connections to presidents, royalty, and celebrities, Jeffrey Epstein was arrested on shocking charges of trafficking and abuse. His alleged suicide in jail raised more questions than answers. Was it murder or really suicide? And what dark secrets was he hiding? From hidden cameras to mysterious experiments at his secret lab, let's uncover the truth. In July 2019, FBI agents arrested Jeffrey Epstein on sex trafficking charges, reopening a case that had been quietly discussed for years. The wealthy financier, who started as a math teacher at Manhattan's elite Dalton School, built an empire of wealth and influence that reached the highest levels of society. Epstein's rise began at Bear Stearns Investment Bank in the 1970s. By 1982, he established J. Epstein & Cords, marketing his services specifically to billionaires. While he projected immense wealth, living in a massive Manhattan townhouse and donating large sums to various institutions, the true source of his fortune remained unclear. Despite widespread claims of billionaire status, his estate was valued at $577 million when he died. Jeffrey Epstein was friends with big names like former presidents Bill Clinton and Donald Trump, as well as Britain's Prince Andrew. These friendships came under the spotlight when serious claims of abuse were made. In 2002, Trump told a magazine, "I've known Jeff for 15 years. He's a great guy. He really likes being around beautiful women, and some of them are pretty young." In 2008, Epstein admitted to paying a young girl who was underage for inappropriate acts. His 18-month sentence, reduced to 13 months with work release, sparked controversy. The easy deal Epstein got, arranged by U.S. Attorney Alexander Acosta, was heavily criticized later. This happened after Miami Herald reporter Julie K. Brown wrote a detailed series about Epstein's victims and the influential people who helped him get a lighter punishment. On July 6, 2019, Epstein was arrested by the FBI NYPD Crimes Against Children Task Force at Teterboro Airport in New Jersey. He was taken to the Metropolitan Correctional Center in New York City. That same day, about a dozen FBI agents used search warrants to enter his Manhattan townhouse, the Herbert N. Strauss House. Inside, they found evidence of sex trafficking, including hundreds or possibly thousands of suggestive photos of partially or fully nude females. His arrest at Teterboro Airport marked the beginning of the end. Denied bail, Epstein died in his cell at Metropolitan Correctional Center on August 10, 2019. Though officially ruled a suicide, his death sparked questions. His brother's forensic expert disagreed with the official report, saying the injuries looked more like he was strangled than a suicide. But wait, there is more. Behind the wealth lay disturbing beliefs. Scientists who attended his gatherings revealed discussions about eugenics. The New York Times reported his ambition to impregnate multiple women at his New Mexico ranch, spreading his DNA as part of his interest in transhumanism, the improvement of human population through genetic engineering. The case continued after his death. His longtime associate Ghislaine Maxwell faced charges related to his trafficking operation. In June 2022, she received a 20-year prison sentence after being found guilty of 5 out of 6 charges. Prince Andrew's connection to Epstein proved particularly damaging to the British royal family. Though the prince denied allegations in a BBC Newsnight interview, his explanations drew widespread criticism. Virginia Giuffre, who accused the prince of sexual abuse, called his responses BS. The palace issued statements supporting Andrew's denials, but he eventually stepped back from royal duties and settled Giuffre's lawsuit out of court. Questions about Epstein's wealth persisted. Some associates described him as a bounty hunter, recovering stolen money for the ultra-wealthy. His major client for 2 decades was retail magnate Leslie H. Wexner, whose holdings Epstein managed extensively. He operated from St. Thomas in the U.S. Virgin Islands, where he owned 2 private islands, while maintaining properties in Manhattan, Palm Beach, Paris, and New Mexico. The 2005 Palm Beach investigation revealed the scale of abuse. What began with one stepmother's complaint grew to include approximately 40 alleged victims by the time prosecutors assembled their case. The 2008 plea deal drew criticism not only for its leniency, but for Acosta's later claim that intelligence officials had told him to back off Epstein. The Miami Herald's 2018 investigation identified around 80 abuse survivors, leading to the final criminal case. Even after a previous incident suggesting attempted suicide, jail protocols failed. His cellmate was removed without replacement, guards didn't check for 3 hours, and security cameras reportedly malfunctioned. Civil cases continue. In 2023, JP Morgan Chase and Deutsche Bank AG faced accusations of knowingly enabling Epstein's crimes. Reports emerged of hidden cameras in his Manhattan mansion, possibly recording influential visitors for blackmail. His private jet, nicknamed the Lolita Express by Virgin Islands locals, carried prominent passengers including Clinton, Trump, lawyer Alan Dershowitz, and Prince Andrew. Epstein's life reveals how wealth and connections can shield criminal behavior. Born to middle-class parents in Brooklyn, he leveraged his mathematical talent and social skills to build a fortune. His teaching position at Dalton School, despite lacking a college degree, provided early access to wealthy families. Even then, former students reported inappropriate behavior, including his presence at high school parties. The mystery of Epstein's true wealth persists. Forbes disputed his billionaire status, suggesting his fortune was far smaller. His financial dealings grew increasingly opaque after leaving Bear Stearns in 1981. Working with Towers Financial Corporation executive Stephen J. Hoffenberg, he attempted corporate takeovers with limited success before establishing his billion-dollar client consulting firm. The full scope of Epstein's crimes may never be known. His death ended the criminal case, though multiple victims have sued his estate. The circumstances of his demise, the removal of his cellmate, the failure of guards to check, the malfunctioning cameras, fuel ongoing speculation. While the official autopsy ruled suicide, his lawyers argued evidence suggested murder. Epstein's story shows how wealth and power can hide bad actions for years. From his early job at Dalton School to his time in jail, he stayed connected to important people while running a trafficking network. His crimes still impact his victims and the systems that allowed him to get away with it for so long.
No, I don't think so. It's part of the job. I mean, you do find private things to do with people, and you find private ways to spend your time and enjoy yourself, but it's getting harder.
Linda Ronstadt, born on July 15, 1946, in Tucson, Arizona, emerged from a rich musical lineage that would shape her extraordinary career. Growing up in a family where music was as natural as breathing, her earliest memories were filled with the harmonious blend of American and Mexican musical traditions. Her father, Gilbert Ronstadt, known locally as Gil Ronstadt and his Star-Spangled Megaphone, had made a name for himself performing at the Fox Tucson Theater during the 1930s. Though he chose the stability of the family hardware business over a professional music career, his passion for music never dimmed, and he continued to fill their home with an eclectic mix of songs, from traditional Mexican ballads to contemporary American tunes. The Ronstadt household was a musical incubator where Linda and her siblings, Peter, Susie, and Mike, learned to harmonize from an early age. Peter, particularly gifted with harmonies, helped guide his siblings in their musical development. The family would often gather for impromptu concerts, with their father teaching them traditional songs passed down through generations. These early experiences would prove instrumental in shaping Linda's future approach to music, giving her the versatility and appreciation for different musical styles that would become her trademark. In 1965, armed with her father's cherished Martin guitar, a family heirloom since 1898, Linda made the bold decision to move to Los Angeles to pursue her musical dreams. The guitar came with a family, saying passed down from her grandfather Fred. Now that you own a guitar, you will never be hungry. Though her father initially resisted her choice to enter the music industry, understanding its grueling nature, he ultimately supported her decision, though not without expressing his concerns about the challenges ahead. Linda's professional career began with the formation of the Stone Ponies, a folk rock group that achieved success with their 1967 hit, Different Drum. The song, which showcased Ronstadt's distinctive vocal style, reached number 13 on the Billboard charts and served as her introduction to a national audience. When her father first heard the song on the radio back in Tucson, his reaction was characteristically understated. "It's not that I mock it, it's just that I'm not in the market." After the Stone Ponies disbanded, Ronstadt made a groundbreaking move by releasing the first alt-country album by a female artist in 1969. This bold step marked the beginning of her remarkable solo career and established her as an artist willing to push genre boundaries. The mid-1970s marked Ronstadt's ascension to true superstardom. Her 1974 album, Heart Like a Wheel, proved to be a watershed moment, reaching number 1 on the pop charts and surpassing industry giants like Led Zeppelin and Elton John. The album went double platinum, selling over 2 million copies in the United States alone. This success wasn't just a flash in the pan. It marked the beginning of an unprecedented streak of commercial and critical triumphs. What set Ronstadt apart was her exceptional ability to interpret songs, often creating versions that surpassed the originals in popularity and critical acclaim. Her interpretations introduced new songwriters to wider audiences and demonstrated her unique talent for finding the emotional core of any song she performed. This gift led to a string of successful albums including Prisoner in Disguise, 1975, Hasten Down the Wind, 1976, and the monumental Simple Dream.